From emails in Nigeria to using you as a middleman for crime-procured bank funds, we count 15 sneaky, often devastating scams we will commonly find browsing the internet.
Number 15.
Computer cleaning software. We all remember the early days of the internet, browsing websites honestly, emailing friends, downloading 30-second porn clips from dodgy websites, the good old days. Then you get a pop-up. Your computer has been infected with a virus. Oh no. But it's alright. Just download this shifty-looking exe file and it will clean your computer. It'll clean it alright. It'll clean the absolute living fuck out of it until nothing remains but a pile of electrified ash.
Number 14.
Online pharmacies. This is assuming you have already seen a doctor and he has prescribed some outrageously expensive medication. So, the thrifty devil you are, you instead opt to buy the drugs online. In some countries, the rules surrounding online medication are weak, so you'll get a bargain, but what will be delivered are expired meds or just plain sugar pills in a bottle, maybe even the wrong medication or a tub of delicious poison. Always recommended to consult your doctor about what websites are legit.
Number 13.
Scams on Gumtree and Craigslist. This one is sneaky. You're going to find a post for this unbelievably well-priced apartment situated inside the White House, and the poster asks for money up front. Then you pay him, and 2 years later you realize, whoops, maybe there was no posting to live in the White House. It can work the other way around too. You're a landlord looking for a would-be renter, one you find who sends a check with way more money than you were expecting. So you send back the excess cash, but oh wait, the initial check bounced, and you've just given a stranger thousands of dollars cash. Well done.
Number 12.
Money laundering. This one is very real and very much dodgy. Basically, you get asked by a legitimate looking company to let them use your bank account to receive customer funds, and then you get a small cut of the income without even doing anything. Now, while this is indeed true, and it does happen, the reality is you're getting a wave of crime-procured money delivered directly to you, and thus leading the police directly to you. This is laundering 101, using a middleman, you, as a body shield against law enforcement.
Number 11.
Lottery scams. We all get these things in our mailbox constantly. Congratulations, you've won $7 million and a tub of gravy in the idiot sweepstake. And now all you have to do is wire several $1,000s to us in order to get the millions to you. So naturally you're all like, oh golly, I'm a rich son of a bitch, take all my money. Then watch with awe as your bank account empties and millions of dollars suddenly fail to appear.
Number 10.
Anti-aging products. This one is just sad. A way to exploit elderly folk who might be new to the internet and constantly yearning to get their youth back. Alternative medicine websites are all too often finding those targets and perfectly willing to send a whole tub of snake oil in exchange for a few big pennies. So if you ever see a pop-up with a before and after image of an old crippled man turning into a bodybuilder, do think twice.
Number 9.
The dead relative scam. This is the internet equivalent of meeting that dodgy looking guy at the train station, filling you in with a sob story so you'll pass him 50 cents for a pack of cigarettes, but on a much, much grander scale. A relative you had no idea about has passed away in Africa, who knows, but they were a multi-millionaire and left you with a grand inheritance because you were their favorite nephew, uncle, pen pal, friend something. All you gotta do is pay a little bit to the grieving family and the money will come to you, surely.
Number 8.
Free trial software. You know those times you really need this one desktop gadget so that a sparkling donkey will run around your wallpaper giving you philosophical tips while you browse motherless.com? But then, the software is only a trial, the donkey temporary, but so long as you put in your credit card details, it'll be fine. You don't have to pay anything so long as the details are all filled in legit. Except, no, it'll automatically bill you every month because you didn't read the installer fine print. Good luck explaining the donkey thing to your bank when you have lost thousands of dollars.
Number 7.
Fake government websites. These are easy to avoid but devastating if you do not. Fake government websites will offer grants, visas, passports, and birth certificates, just like the real sites, but these fake sites will ask you to pay a fee, but not a small fee, mind you, a hefty one. And since a good chunk of society uses these sites for personal information, it's a treasure trove for criminals. But so long as you're on a .gov website, and so long as your computer is free of viruses, you should be fine.
Number 6.
The pet delivery scam. This one exploits your fascination with adorable little animals. In particular, the global pet delivery service or global animal agency companies. All they do is wait for your inquiry about a gorgeous round-eyed puppy photo, then send you back a lot of sleight of hand questions with the inevitable, "we need money for transport reasons" slipped in the middle. Bit of a scumbag move, honestly.
Number 5.
Work from home. I know from experience that working from home is the greatest thing ever. Your own routine, no need to get up early, access to your home equipment 24/7. It's a good life. And con men know this too. Know how desperate office monkeys are to get the easy life. So website pop-ups will promise you the opportunity to work from home using a few choice secrets. Ones you're going to need to purchase simply to read, and oftentimes do not exist. And I'm here to say, if you really want to work from home, you need to find those secrets out for yourself, not pay cash to some dodgy websites.
Number 4.
Facebook scams. The amount of Facebook scams seem to warrant an entirely separate video detailing them, but I'll sum up the main concerns here. More often than not, the problem with email scams is that they came from some random person and barely ever get read. But when your relative's account gets hacked, and nobody knows about it, when they post a link to some phishing scam on their wall, a good chunk of their family will unknowingly click it. It's a problem that continues to this day.
Number 3.
Charity scams. When a disaster happens in the world, be it natural or man-made, most of us feel compelled to help out wherever we can. Scammers are well aware of this sudden spike in donations to a specific cause, and so they set up a dummy website designed as their own personal cash flow from gullible or oblivious donators. Like with a lot of items on this list, it's especially sickening when a tragedy has happened and people are out there that would take advantage of all, trying just to help their fellow man. It's disgusting.
Number 2.
Weight loss scams. You all know the cliche, I lost 30 kilos in 2 weeks and so can you. But in reality, they didn't lose shit, and in fact, you're about to lose the contents of your bank account. Most of them rely on myths and herbal alternatives with no basis in fact or reality, but there's an equal number simply there to take your credit card details and just plain rob you.
Number 1.
Nigerian scams. We have all had at least one of these in our email junk box from time to time, but it's always the one people fall for most, and it's because their methods are quite intelligent. I myself, I was selling an item on eBay and it did sell after a while. And the buyer comes along to say, would you mind sending it to my friend in England instead? So I said, sure, as long as you pay for shipping, it shouldn't be a problem. And they even asked me to check the prices at the post office, which I did. Then they said, well, actually, he's going to be making a trip to Nigeria soon, so could you please mail it there? And that's when I caught on. I realized they'd tried to string me along and wear me down until I said, well, might as well send it there instead. But since Nigeria has a scam stigma now, not as many people fall for it, but the risk is always there. That is it for this countdown. Have a good one.